know, she got that thing, so anybody got time for that? Anybody got time for this? You know, okay, so like, I was in the Kmart like yesterday, right? I'm in the Kmart, and the first thing yo! I'm trying to tell a story, y'all talking louder than me! Yo! Hey! Shut up! I'm trying to tell y'all a story! So now, be quiet and listen! That one time if you hear me, clap 2 times if you hear me. Now listen, like, you know, like that lady, what's her name, Sweet Ryan or whatever? Like she making all this money because she did something like, anybody got time for this? Anybody got time for this? Well, wait a minute now. So, just hold that thought. Hold that thought. Like, I was in this Kmart yesterday. That's a true story. Listen! Hey, Anthony. Chill. So really, so it was about, I was tired because I was already after school and all that, so I went in this Kmart and I was looking for some extra cables that I needed for the stage. You know what, you feel me? So I went and found these cables, right, and it was in the electronics department. They got a nice little cash register back there. You know the other nice part about it? Wasn't nobody else in there, so that was cool. So anyway, I got in the line, bought my cables, and then they popped out this $5 coupon on shoes. And I said, let me see what they got in here. So I went up and down and out, and I found these really cute sandals. And I decided, I'm going to use this $5 coupon on this, yeah. Okay. So anyway, I only had this one pair of shoes. So I decided I might as well go to the front and pay for this. And so I go to the front, and I stand in this line. Now mind you always look to see what lights is on so you know which line to stand in. There's only one light on. And there must have been about 6 or 7 people in that line already. And then I started thinking about little sweet brown. Anybody got time for this? Anybody got time for this? So then, you know, I kind of act a little crazy sometimes. So I'm standing in this line. And we all are fumbling to ourselves about they need to have enough cashier here, right? But nobody ain't saying nothing loud. They're just saying it to themselves. And so I said, where's the manager at? Can you tell him that the line is always down at the Dollar Tree? So maybe he'll get some people to come in here. So, you know, everybody started laughing at me. Okay, so they laughing. I'm trying to make them feel better because they getting mad. One old lady had her little shopping cart. I ain't standing in this line. It's too long and my legs hurt. I said, you're losing customers! And so the lady went on out the store. There she goes. So she went on out the store. And I said, anybody got time for this? Anybody got time for this? And everybody started laughing. Then I thought about it. Why am I standing in this line? So somebody behind me decided they were going to go to customer service. And they dragged their cart over there and they had to like 10. Now, I forgot to tell you. How about the person that was holding up the line, so there was 10, 11 of us in that line, had about 100 items in her cart. She really did. And then she needed a price check on, at least 5 of those items. So you know, every time you need a price check, what they do? They got the light blinking. So we already know we're going to be in this line longer. Anybody got time for this? Anybody got time for this? So they pull their card out the line, and they go over there and I said, Then I thought about, wait a minute, you just bought some cables from the electronics department, wasn't no line. Why are you standing in this line? So I said, anybody got time for this? Hey, y'all, it's a line back in electronics, and ain't nobody in there. That's registered back there. So before they could get there, I charged my car. And I got my stuff and paid for it. And I come switching that on. Anybody got time for this? Anybody got time for this? And I went on out the car, and the same people still standing in that line. They so dumb. They should have got out the line and went somewhere else. You know what? That's how businesses lose customer stuff. Because ain't nobody got time for this. You know what I mean? And it's a really true story. Okay, bye-bye. Some part about it. When I go back there, this guy who's like a semi-manager back there, he says, do I know you? Don't you teach at Tilden? And I said, yeah. He says, I used to be one of your students. Anybody got time for this? Anybody got time for this? So,